everyone. This is Judith Morales, and welcome to another episode of Judith Morales' Insight. So, today we are just going to be very much in the love flow, understanding how energy flows, how energy works, because right now we are living in a time where everyone, they're so intense, there's so much a misunderstanding. Everyone's trying to find themselves spiritually. But let's just put the brakes on. Behind me, we have a beautiful family that's actually celebrating a baby shower. The beginning of new life, new birth. And I believe that as the earth itself is going through a rebirth, we have to understand the different processes that comes along with the rebirth. Without pain, we cannot understand what it is to actually conceive something great. Without conceiving, we will never be able to understand what it is to carry a human being in our womb. So this is what we're going to actually discuss today. All of the situation, all of the aspects of what we do here on earth is a constant motion of birth, rebirth, death, coming back together again. But one thing that keeps us together, that sticks us closer than glue, is what we call love. Love has been misunderstood throughout the generation, but it is what keeps us all together, what keeps us healthy, what keeps us growing, what gives us a new day. But understanding the aspect of love. As we understand that human beings, we become one when we learn to understand our different facets, our different beliefs, our different cultures. And it's perfectly okay, because that's what makes the world beautiful. We talk about God, we talk about the different names that we give God. But one thing we have to understand is in every religion, every race, it's a birth of something new. It's a birthing of an aspect of God, who God truly is, the beauty that He is, the beauty who makes the cultures diverse, gives us different skin tones, give us the experience of birth, of the experience of being married, the experience of knowing what it is for a son to love a mother, for a mother to love a son, for a daughter to love a father, for a father to love a daughter. These are some of the experiences that we ourselves, even though they get complicated, but at the end, it is what makes human life, human reality, durable and possible. In the midst of it all, we now get a little bit of a hiccup because we come into play. Our opinions, what we think, how things should go, instead of going with the flow. In Florida, you'll find that there are palm trees. When we have a lot of the tornadoes that come, or the hurricanes that come in Florida, not the tornadoes, the hurricanes that come in Florida, the palm trees, instead of resisting, they bend. That's one of the reasons why the palm trees are not uprooted. And I believe this is one of the issues that we are having as human beings right now in this time during this season. We've not learned these aspects of God where we now bend with what He wants, bend with the timing, and understand that we are truly, even though we have a specific control to how we tend to certain things in life, but other things we do not have control over. So when we learn from our experiences and we embrace the joys and we embrace everything that is good, we now become whole. We now are able to understand what Christ meant when He said, I have overcome the world. Overcoming the world is understanding these different aspects of the world, but then growing ourselves spiritually enough to know that our spirit man is stronger than this world can ever be. Understanding the aspect that when life is born, as she's about to find out right now as a new mom, inside of us, what happens between our biology and this new creation that is inside of us? The mother becomes one with the child. The mother eats, the child eats what the mother eats. But yet, the child sends signals to the mother of what it would like to eat, which is why we get cravings. So we have to understand these different aspects of even our life. Sometimes our life is telling us what it is that it wants, it needs from us, and it brings us to that point where we become uncomfortable. because we are not comfortable with what it's asking. And most of the time, what it asks for us is what we need to make that particular aspect in our life grow, as happens in the mother's womb with a baby. Most of the time, you'll find that mothers and babies, in order for the baby to grow, the baby must be in a sack. Mother already has the sack inside of her, but there's water that must fill that sack. Without that water, the baby cannot survive. There's an area where the baby breathes behind the neck. Behind the ear, right? That's where the baby draws its breath from the water, right? So now, how does that make sense? That once the baby comes out, it no longer breathes. Everything seals off and the baby starts breathing through its nostrils, the air of the earth, going with the flow, having the ability to understand your season, what season you're in, understanding how God created things to be, understanding who God is, that He's not a God that you put in a little box, that He is a God of many cultures, many beliefs, many religions. But the main focus is love. All scriptures, especially the Gospels, say God is love. So let's experience these different aspects of love, because love is patient. There's a reason why love has to be patient. Obstacles will come to test you. Love is patient. Love is kind. There's a reason why love has to be kind. Mean people will come around to test you. Love is humble, right? Love is forgiving. Love is not easily angered. It endures the test. Never forget that love is the most excellent way. This is the gift that we've been given, and this is what we wanted to talk to you about today. The different aspects of love. Birth, creation, what goes through the entire thing, and then giving a new life into what we now call Mother Earth. Your life, your season, you're giving birth. You have to go through the process, but understand that as you go through the process, it's a process. The birthing will happen. So take courage, learn, find wisdom in your scriptures, in the Gospels, and study, find out who you are, and get to understand who God is and the aspect of you as what He's given you as the human being. Do not be afraid. Don't let your hearts be troubled, because God is with you. Let's work together and make this a better place for the future of our children, and also for you to build a great genealogy who will follow the teachings in the gospel of God. Thank you and have a great day.